Coming up on this episode of Hit the Sled, NFL Divisional Playoff Weekend, and Jerod Mayo gets hired by the New England Patriots. We're going to talk about it next on Hit the Sled. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Eve coming to y'all with another episode of Hit the Sled. Hey, before we get started on this episode, I'm going to ask y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hit the Sled. But not only that, I'm asking you also to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I'm everywhere, man. So I truly appreciate y'all joining me on this episode of Hit the Sled. But on this episode right here, we're going to be talking about the NFL Divisional Playoff Weekend. Man, we got some good games this weekend in the Elite Eight of the National Football League playoff. The first game we're going to talk about is Houston versus Baltimore. Hey, man, Baltimore is coming off a bye. You know, they should be real rested coming into this game. Lamar has sewn up the MVP. You know, they even made a move. Sound Dalvin Cook from the New York Jets, who's with the Jets practically the whole season. But they're signing him. They actually cut Melvin Gordon, who got released, and now Dalvin Cook. He's gonna take over Melvin Gordon's spot. So we're gonna see if the running game is gonna be even more and more potent. They say they had to release Melvin Gordon because he had fumbling issues. He had been fumbling the last couple all season. So John Harbaugh made that decision to go ahead and let him go. So that's something right there to look forward to. And then also Mark Andrews. According to reports, he's been practicing the last 2 weeks. But it doesn't look like the Ravens are going to activate him for this game. He's been on the injured list, injured reserve. He's eligible to come off, but he won't be playing this week. They're saying it's just a week too soon for him to come back. So it looks like he won't be playing this week. But you know how Mark Andrews, he was Lamar's secret. He was Lamar's comfort blanket. He was somebody that Lamar used to go to at all times. Anytime the critical situation, he going to Mark Andrews, excuse me. You know, and so if they're able to get past Houston this week, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, then he should return the following week. Also, Baltimore, you know, the last time they were in this position where they were 1 seed going to the playoffs, Lamar won the MVP that year as well. They ended up losing the Tennessee Titans. So this right here is a critical game for them to get over that hump, so that they won't have any issues. Have that same issue repeat itself. As far as Houston, this game right here is all about C.J. Stroud. How is C.J. Stroud going to respond to his first playoff road game? Now, last week, his first ever playoff game, he responded great. He had no problems. He played well. While in the second half, they dominated Cleveland Browns, forced Joe Flacco into 2 interceptions, 2 pick sixes, and they ended up, you know, moving on. So this week, though, it's not at home. It's gonna be on the road. Let's see how Houston. They're a young team. Let's see how they go into this game. I don't know whether or not the weather is gonna be a factor. It's gonna be cold, but whether or not there's gonna be any rain or snow, I don't think so. But this time of the year, we've been having bad weather in this part of the country. So it's going to be critical that Houston play one of their best games if they want to move on. They did ended up playing earlier this season. Baltimore won that game 25-29. Houston defensively did a great job on containing Lamar. They actually did. They held him pretty good, but at that point it was real early in the season, and Lamar hadn't really developed into the offense like they are now. You know, so but Houston gave him problems. Houston sacked Lamar 4 times. They put pressure on him. They held him to one of his worst games. But like I said, it's early in the season. It is real early in the season, and I don't think I think this might be a bridge too far for Houston. Baltimore should be able to handle them. Lamar should have a very good day tomorrow. It's gonna be one of those things, man, where Lamar, this is time. We're gonna find out. This is Lamar time. It's his time to shine. It really is. Everything is set up for him to be successful. He has a great defense. He has a great, very good offense. He's the MVP. Everything is lined up for Lamar to be the guy. Everything is lined up for him to be the guy. He got to take advantage of it. He got to go make it work. He got to go do it. So we're going to see. We're going to see tomorrow. Looking forward to it. It's on ESPN. And I'm going to be looking forward to it. The next game we're going to talk about is the Green Bay versus the 49ers. San Francisco. The Niners, they coming up for bye as well. They well rested. They don't have no injury concerns. They're gonna be ready to go. These two teams, they done met before. 9 times to be exact. The Niners lead the series 5-4. The last meeting was a couple years ago, and the 49ers went into Green Bay and beat Green Bay 13-10. That's the game right there where they blocked the punt. It was so cold. They blocked the punt. They got that for a touchdown. Won the game 13-10. Aaron Rodgers was at the end zone. He was supposed to run it in. He didn't run it in. It was crazy. LaFleur was supposed to go. It was craziness at the end of the game. But they didn't get it done. But this game right here, it's going to be all about Jordan Love. This game right here is we about to find out, can Jordan Love duplicate his playoff performance last week like what he did against the Cowboys? He's going up to the Niners. Them boys up there, they're going to be ready to go. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. Let's see if Chase make a play. Man, them boys going to be ready to go, man. They're going to be ready to go. They're going to be ready to go, man. They trying to get to that Super Bowl. And they going up there, man. And we're going to see. Can Matt LaFleur dial up them same offensive plays he did against the Cowboys against the Niners? Are they going to be able to do that? Are they going to be able to make those plays? That's going to be the question. Are they going to be able to come up with a way to run the ball like they did against the Cowboys? Are they going to be able to come up with those big plays? That game against the Cowboys, they had big plays. They were hitting plays to the tight end. Dobbs with the receiver was getting big plays. The running game with Aaron Jones was getting big plays. I don't think they're going to be getting those plays against the Niners. They ain't going to be, they not coming up with them plays against the Niners. You cancel that. They not doing that. So it's going to be, if they do score a lot of points, it's going to be long drives. 10, 12 play drives for them to get touchdowns. And I don't know if they're going to be able to sustain that amount of drives against the Niners. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I don't think Joe Brady defense can even slow down Kyle Shanahan offense. That's another thing, too. The Niners coming into this game, Kyle Shanahan against Joe Brady. Does anybody in their right mind think Joe Brady defense is going to slow down Kyle Shanahan? I don't think so. Kyle Shanahan going to have them boys ready to go. Kyle Shanahan is going to have Brock Purdy ready to go. McCaffrey ready to go. Debo ready to go. Kittle's ready to go. Brandon Ayuk ready to go. Man, these boys going to be ready. Now, the question is the Green Bay defense going to be ready? I'm sorry. I just don't think Joe Brady defense is going to be able to slow Kyle Shanahan down. I don't think so. Joe Brady used to be here with the Redskins / Commanders. He used to be Jay Gruden defensive coordinator. I don't know why people love him. They say they love him when he was here. The defense wasn't doing nothing. He goes to Green Bay. Now that thing, they played well last week against Dallas early on. They caused some turnovers, made some plays, got 2 picks. One of them was a pick 6 on Dak Prescott. They ain't doing that against Brock Purdy. They're not gonna do that. They gonna run the ball with McCaffrey. First of all, they coming down here. They run the ball. Trent and them gonna be ready to go on that old line. McCaffrey gonna be running, and then Brock Purdy gonna be ready to go to show them people wasn't no fluke last year. So I just I want to see how I want to see how Jordan Love carry this thing over from last week. What type of game he gonna play? I really do. What type of game is he gonna play? Because the Niners, Steve Wilkes, he trying to get a job. Hey man, they ain't gonna be playing around. They trying to get to that Super Bowl. So I think they're gonna handle their business against Green Bay. The Packers got valuable experience. The young guys coming in, they beat Dallas. They going to San Fran. That give them a lot of experience jump starting for them next season. Because the winner of that game get to face the next team, whether or not it be Tampa Bay or Detroit. Detroit gets another home game. Man, I'm excited for the fans of Detroit. The fans of Detroit have been waiting 31 years for this. They are getting another playoff game at home. And they got a team coming into Ford Field that already played. They already played earlier this season. Detroit went down into Tampa and won that game 20-6. Detroit won that game 20-6. Jerod Goff had a great game. Jerod Goff went 30 for 44, 353 yards and 2 touchdowns. No turnovers. Let me repeat that again. He went 30 for 44. Jerod Goff, he was great. He went 30 for 44, 353 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. The thing I keep saying, I've been saying this all regular season. If Jerod Goff does not turn the ball over, Detroit has a great chance of winning. Again, when you watching this game, if Jerod Goff don't turn the ball over, Detroit gonna win this game. Because another thing that happened in that game too, they couldn't run the ball. Detroit couldn't run the ball. David Montgomery got hurt early in that game. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't play. So they needed every bit of Jerod Goff passing yards. They needed every bit of that 353 yards passing. I remember they had a long bomb to Jameson Williamson. He went down there, he caught a long bomb. It was like 60 yards or something. He was his coming out party. The first round pick. I think it was his first game back or something like that off the suspension. He come out there, man, he caught a long bomb. So, man, Detroit, they gonna try to run the ball. Like I said, the first game, they couldn't run the ball. Montgomery got hurt early. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't play. Them boys going to be out there tomorrow. On Sunday. They're going to be out there ready to go. They're going to be out there trying to run that ball. And Detroit, with that offensive line being as good as they are, they're going to try to run the ball on Tampa. Now, Tampa defense is playing very well. Todd Bowles got them boys playing at a high level. They got a lot of playoff experience on that defensive front. That defense is the same defense, other than some missing pieces like Sue and a couple other pieces, but it's the same pieces. Devin White out there, Levante David out there, Vita Veda out there, Dean out there. Man, a lot of these boys, they gonna be, man, listen, they gonna be ready to go. But I got Detroit, man. Baker struggled that game. Baker went 19 for 37, 206 yards and an interception. Baker did not have a good game. The running game was non-existent for Tampa. At that time, for the running game, Rashad White, he was just getting his footing together. He was just trying to get himself going. Detroit was a better team. Matter of fact, that day right there was one of Detroit's defense's best games of the season. They were lights out that game. That's one of their best games all season, in my opinion. Detroit, they gonna be up and ready to go. Fans gonna get them hype. It's gonna be a great scene in Detroit. Man, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Detroit, Motown. I'm happy for them. This is their time. This is their time. I like that NFC Championship game. Detroit going to San Francisco. I like it. I like it, man. I like it, so I can't wait to see it. The last game of the day on Sunday will be the trilogy. Kansas City against Buffalo. Ketchup and mustard against them Bills. This game, in my opinion, the trilogy, it's a legacy game. This game right here, it's about Josh Allen. Can he create his own legacy moving forward? This game right here is about Pat Mahomes increasing him being a legend. This Pat Mahomes' first ever playoff game. This game right here, not his first ever playoff game, his first ever road playoff game. The question you got to ask yourself, can Josh Allen step up to the plate? Because he has to know that this is the worst Kansas City team he's going to get. This game is all about Josh Allen, in my opinion. This game is all about Josh Allen. Can Josh Allen take advantage of the opportunity that's ahead of him? Because he won't get a better situation than this. Kansas City offense is nowhere near what it used to be. Now, he got to go against that defense. That Kansas City defense has been for real. They legit. Kansas City defense has played well all year. And to be honest with you, Kansas City defense has carried the offense all year long. They really have. Believe it or not. Kansas City defense has played well all year long. They were lights out against the Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins, they were mentally tapped out. They ain't want to be out there when that cold. Now, Buffalo, they live in the cold. So to them, being cold is no big deal. It's playoff time. It's January in Buffalo. It ain't going to be 65. It's going to be 20 degrees. It's going to be cold. Steam coming out your mouth. You take your helmet off. It's steam everywhere. You sit down there. You got the heating bench. You got the heaters over there on the side. Them boys you got the Scullies on. Them boys, hey, it's cold weather, man. It's Buffalo. That's all you expect. Cold weather. Cold weather. That's what you expect. But the thing nobody is really talking about that I want to mention here is that Buffalo got a lot of injuries on defense. Pat Mahomes and that offense are going to the game against the Bills where they have everything. They're going against a lot of backups. The Bills got a lot of people hurt. Taylor Rapp, he's safety. He questionable with a calf. Tarnell Bernard, ankle, he's questionable. Christian Benford, knee, he's questionable. Rasul Douglas didn't play last week. He's questionable with a knee. Jordan Phillips, one of their best defensive tackles, he's on IR with a wrist. These all are some significant contributors that are currently hurt on defense for the Bills. Whereas though they got a lot of backups playing. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. This thing right here, people, everybody getting excited. Yes, like I said earlier, this is about Josh Allen. Can Josh Allen step up to the fork? Can he get to that level where he could start creating his own legacy? He could create his own legacy where he can go into Baltimore next weekend in the AFC Championship game and face Lamar. Is he gonna be able to do it? Is he gonna be able to get Kansas City? Because this is the worst Kansas City team they gonna get. If he lose to Pat Mahomes this on Sunday, I don't think he's ever gonna catch Pat. He's ever gonna get Pat. Then we gotta start looking at him sideways too. Like, hold on, man, you can't win the big one. All these boys, man. Lamar too. If Kansas City get by Buffalo, they go up there to Baltimore. Can Lamar beat Pat Mahomes? I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I gotta see it to believe it. But Josh Allen is in front of him. This is a legacy game. Is he gonna pull it out? I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. Man, but it's gonna be exciting. But before I go, I saw something early this week on Wednesday. I believe it was on Wednesday. Jerod Mayo got hired as the first African American coach for the New England Patriots. I didn't know much about Jerod Mayo. He was someone that I remember when he was at Tennessee. I remember when he got drafted. But a lot of the things that I've read recently about Jerod Mayo is very impressive to me. One of the things was that he got drafted his rookie year. In his second year, he got voted team captain. Think about that. On the Patriots. His second year, he was team captain. That's impressive, man. That's very impressive. He played a lot of years, ended up retiring. And when he retired, he didn't go straight to coaching. Nah, he didn't do that. He left and went into business. Apparently, Bob Kraft thought so highly of him that he set him up with a business people where he went and worked for them. He was so impressive. He was so well put together as a leader that Bob Kraft, when he was retired, he wanted to go into business to make some money. He did that. He went into this place, Optimum or something like that. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. And he went there, and he was so impressive there that those people paid for him to go get his MBA. I'm forgetting I think it's Harvard Business School up there in New England, in Boston. The agency paid for him to go get his MBA. He was part of their leadership team there. He was there for 5 years, left and came back to coaching. And when he came back to coaching, he picked up where he left off. He was someone that was well respected during his playing days, and when he became a assistant coach, he quickly moved up to where he was defensive coordinator. He was handling the defense for Bill Belichick, along with Bill Belichick's son, Steve Belichick. They became very good friends, and apparently they say Jerod Mayo's leadership skill was off the hook. So today, I watched a little bit of his press conference. I wanted to get a feel after reading a lot about him and stuff like that, and I can understand why he's going to be successful. Jerod Mayo is about helping people, developing people, man. He considers himself a teacher of young men. One of the things he said to me that I knew he was going to be, that makes me believe that he's going to be successful, is that he said that he understands that things are different from the time when even when he got drafted, the way these young people are now coming into the league. He said that he understands that you have to show these people that you care about them before you start telling them what they got to do. That's a guy right there that's set up for. He mentally gets it. He is set up for success. Jerod Mayo knows where it's at. He says he considers himself a teacher first. To me, he set up himself and D'Amico Ryans. I know D'Amico Ryans is actually showing us now exactly what type of leader he is, and everybody was saying that in San Francisco, that he's a great leader. Not only is he a great coach, but he's a great leader. Same thing I'm seeing right now from Jerod Mayo. And it's important, man, that everybody knows that. And he's going to need that being up there in Boston. Let's be honest with you. It's a lot of people up there don't think he deserves to be that coach up there. It's a lot of people up there don't think he should be the coach of the New England Patriots. But from what I saw, and I think I got a good eye for these type of things, Jerod Mayo is well suited and is well prepared to take over that mountain. And I think a lot of people need to understand, for a man like Bob Kraft to lend his voice to him, for him to go to a business school, go work for a firm, told him people to hire him. And not only that, the people, when he got there, the people loved his work so much, they wanted to invest in him. Not only pay him for what he's doing with the firm, but they wanted to invest in him. And he left there, he came back, and he worked for the Patriots. And Bob Kraft saw enough of him where when he's signing his next contract, he put it in the contract that he's going to be the next coach of the New England Patriots. Because he didn't want that guy to leave his organization. Bob Kraft has owned that team for 30 years. He's had 2 coaches in 30 years. So I think he knows how to pick a coach. I really do. Good luck to Jerod Mayo. I just wanted to say that. It's something that I saw. And I just think that, man, one of the people he said reach out to him in his press conference, he said it was Mike Tomlin. See, Mike T reached out to him. Mike T knows what he's going through. Mike T knows what he's about to go through. And I believe that Mike T will be able to help him through those times that he's getting ready to go through. Because it's going to get rough. Good luck to Jerod Mayo up there in Boston. Good luck to him. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all watching me on Hit the Sled. Whatever y'all do, man, subscribe, leave a comment, like the videos. Hey, we're going to be working. We coming. We got some things we trying to cook up. I truly appreciate y'all checking me out. Hey, pass the word around. Let them know, Hit the Sled. We coming, man. We coming. This the place for all Redskin Commander news. This all the place for the National Football League news. Hey, we going to be coming. We moving forward. Hit the Sled. Follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We everywhere. I appreciate y'all. Hit the Sled.